Hello, everyone, here at the Transhuman Code Initiative in Davos. I am now joined by EVGENI Borisov, the CEO and founder of Vimana Global. Good to see you.
Thank you, Megan. Good to see you too.
We had some incredible conversation in there about how technology and humans will work together as we continue into the future, and all of these amazing technologies that are coming out now. One in particular, yours, the autonomous flying taxi. Talk about it. You sort of premiered it here at Davos?
Well, actually, it goes deeper. The rabbit hole goes deeper because, the autonomous aerial vehicle, which we managed to bring here in Davos, and we actually launched in the prototype 1.0, and now launching really breakthrough prototype 2.0. It's only the part of the story because, we are kind of enabling with the aerospace for the 95% of the people who are not the pilots. Because only 5% of the people, they are capable of being pilots. That's why we just revealing and enabling this airspace with our autonomous aerial vehicle as a VTOL. But which is more important, we go further, and based on our VTOL as we believe most efficient, current technology, we are building the blockchain airspace network, which is a huge thing. To keep that story, it's definitely gonna be built on a blockchain, which we compile out of the most, the breakthrough blockchain which currently exists, and we actually just we kind of performing them and we're making our own blockchain. And the thing is, we are doing now for the aerospace same what blockchain did for the what Bitcoin did for the blockchain in 2008. We just revealed this story. We digitalize this story, and we protocolize the story in terms of the humanless working protocol, which is massive, because we enabling the aerospace, which was we enabling the aerospace, from zero to a low Earth orbit.
Now, for the average person that wonders when this will be a part of their everyday life, do you see your autonomous flying taxi being the new local bus? Will every person eventually strive to own one? How do you see the future?
Well, the urban air mobility you just mentioned is kind of one of the most vivid and actually really understandable, but it's just one of the deployment, one of the applications. Because as a matter of fact, we have huge division actually developing the drones, for the autonomous, like a swarm missions of working on in agriculture. It's just a swarm mission for dust and spraying platform. Then we have huge division for industrial application. Then we have a huge division also for the cargo, for autonomous cargo delivery. That's how we're currently developing the high cargo version for the African countries, for the cross-border logistic. And all of that is actually summed up in a thing called blockchain aerospace. The market with a minimal potential 1 trillion by 2035. And we category creator. Vimana is a category creator in this space, and we are facility based. Because actually we came to this market with our own proprietary and actually filed as a patent technology, which is like the holy grail for the one industry. And now which is filing more, but this is not about the patent, but because we truly believe that the world is actually getting decentralized in terms in current development of the information. The world is is actually all the local communities, they want to take the control on their everything. And especially, also the aerospace, and that's how we are providing the horizontal standard. Actually, it's a new protocol which employs and which enables the aerospace and provides, as soon as it's a horizontal standard, it provides same right for any participants. That's how we are now in deep collaboration with Dubai authorities and Abu Dhabi authorities, and we're also doing launching our big thing with Kuala Lumpur with futurized division, which is developing this kind of stuff. And this, still the rabbit hole goes deeper, because actually I probably not disclosing, some things, which are still in the pipeline. And we currently, since we creating the blockchain aerospace network, this network, is getting network funded and network driven. In some sense, network driven. And that's why we just launching the massive TGE, which is token generating event, which allows us just to fund and to propel that thing with capacities and with the funds of the global communities, which actually makes it like an explosion. It's like an ideological grenade which you cannot resist, because as soon as the majority of the people say we want that, all the people who who, all the parties who were creating the obstacles on the way, they just need to follow.
For anyone that is terrified of this, they are fearful of this, what would you say to them?
Terrified.
Just nervous about the future and what this means for privacy, security, what would you say?
I mean, I really like, just like to quote actually the guys who kind of define this future. That's why I really like, the saying of the William Gibson. This is actually the guy, he's a brilliant futurologist, and he said that, a long time ago, that the future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. And this is exactly, what's going on, because, we have just, some centers, where actually, something like really big is being created, and some actual countries, when just due to some circumstances, that big is not going to reach the people. That's what I think with current development of the, the decentralized technologies. There's no other way that the people, will come to the new social paradigm where they will have to agree on something. Otherwise, we will repeat, the human history just in its bad picture. That's why we will definitely. It's not, it's not about the future. It's not about competition. It's about co-opetition, and that's what we're doing.
How soon will this be affordable for the middle-class citizen?
Basically, just like we are doing this for middle-class citizens, but the thing is, since middle-class citizens, they're going to be kind of, they're actually the customers, they're going to be kind of end users of the thing.
The reason I ask you that is a lot of people assume this will only be available to the elite or the very wealthy, but how soon will it be accessible by the everyday person?
With blockchain technology, all the world is kind of eliminating the really kind of, big thing of the human history is actually man in the middle. That's why, as soon as we are building the system which is 100% transparent, 100% responsible, and 100% available, just like, this future is really closer than it appears. And, just answering your question, the middle class, just like normal people like me and you, we just like, in poker terms, we are all into this project, and we are doing our best so to deploy this test net in 2020 in some Middle East and Northern Asia cities. And in matter of fact, we we kind of expect that in 2020 we're going to have the first demo flights with some regular flights in 2023.
And will at one point all people, all different economic levels, be able to partake? Do you foresee that? How far away is that?
Well, probably if I get it right, we're going to actually kind of deploy that first test network, and then regular, just blockchain aerospace network. First, we're going to be in really close communication with the governments, and actually was a kind of governmental owners of the aerospaces in different countries, and then since it's going to be built in one system of access, which is going to expand and just to scale the thing to the global presence.
2020, it sounded like, is the year to watch.
2020 in terms of business, it's like tomorrow. That's why.
It's very near.
It's very near. But the moment this day, we already got really huge background, and actually we're probably not even revealing this the whole background because we like to get the things done, and that's why we just came out of the stealth mode, where we were developing the project, and only now we start revealing and actually actually intercommunicating, interoperating with governmental structures, so to make this thing faster. Why? Because we are not, some people can say that we are disrupting, some perfectly working thing. But this is, this is not about any disruption. We're just providing really valuable add-on to the currently existing air traffic control authorities, actually the system, and that add-on, it couldn't happen in the previous world where just only vertical structures actually just they given some permission to do something. That's why we just we just showing how the thing is going to work based on a community and network driven attitude. Yeah, sorry.
Excellent. Well, it's closer than we think, isn't it?
Well, we work 24/7, just to make it even closer than you think,
You never rest.
Never rest.
Thank you, EVGENI Borisov, CEO and founder of Vimana Global. Your poster here behind us for a look at what we are talking about. I'll be looking out for mine.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much. Huge thanks. Thank you.